First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, run the ball. There you go, you see it, you see it? Behind, hon! Switch! Behind!
The first carry now for Jordan Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Sproles. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some space here. Room past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gotta go.
And that'll set him back 5.
Hurry. Behind.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
To throw on second down is gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third. Gone. And pressure gets to him again.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Lock in. Go. Gotta go.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. And with points at an extreme premium here in a 0-0 game, that could be a big special teams play right there.
That's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point for that. Blocking the punt, now they've given themselves a chance and have seized momentum.
From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. On first and goal, Howard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. I got him, man.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight end right. Gotta go, gotta go. Check, 4 down.
A give to Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Let's go. Ran.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
You see it?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 41 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff dumps it off to Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Super 66.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now looks to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down inside the 15 he goes. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, it's Gurley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Goff now on second down. Being shot under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jonathan Bullard in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
76, tell him. 76.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And shedding the tackle and now some room. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 53 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. A give to Howard running left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. on second down. Here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zuerlein now for the PAT. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hurry, hurry! Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is gone. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Starting left here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's gone. Rolling to his right. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Back to throw. Gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the 50, it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
76, 76, 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Again, they run with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Mark Barron. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Chicago, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.